you're new to me, my name is Grace Marie Brown, international ghostwriter and book coach. And so I help my clients to convert their ideas, knowledge, and resources to non-fictional books. One of those ideas is actually creating a planner. If you know anything about me, you'll come to quickly realize that I'm a type A personality. I like to control everything about my life. And so one of those things that I love to do is I've always been somebody who liked to do a lot of planning, and I like to make my own stuff, right? And so since 2017, I've been creating my own planners just because I've never really found a planner that really meet all the needs that I had at any particular time of my life. And those planning needs are oftentimes changing over time, right? And so I started in 2017 to create my own planner. And for 2017 and 2018, this was the planner I used. And in fact, this planner is still on Amazon being sold to today's date. Awesome, right? It's still being sold, and it is an awesome, awesome, awesome planner. So I kind of evolved since then. For 2019, I started to use a totally different layout. But this layout was my daily planner, and it was an undated planner. But as you can see, literally an entire day was on 2 pages. And so back then, that was what I wanted, that was what I desired, because I was doing tons of appointments on a daily basis. I had all these goals and all these various different things I want to get done. And then I kind of upgraded from that into a planner that was more centered on a more dated planner, and that was centered on my week at a glance as opposed to my day at a glance. All right. And so as a result of that, I created the 2019 planner. And so this is there, you can see that it is actually well used. It's in full color. But I want to kind of show you a page that hasn't been used, that this is it. So you see a week's view. And it will look very similar to the 2020 planner template that you see me advertising, just because it's kind of based off the same thing. We've made some changes. We've changed out how the top part looks, and we've changed out how the daily information is presented, but it's pretty much the same all around where the planner is concerned. And so I did not publish that specific one to be sold, but the one that I'm creating for 2020 is going to be a ramped up version of this one. So we're revising this one and incorporating the features. And you see me post the mock-up of this. That's because we're revamping this. We're still calling it Get It Done, but we're going to revamp it to a dated 2020 planner, and it's going to have all those wonderful features and stuff like that inside of it. But how am I able to do that? As I said before, is that I have literally created a template, and so every year we're just either adding stuff to the template or otherwise. So if you want to be creating your own planner, then the easiest way to do that is to get a template. And so I'm just gonna put the link in the comment section, get template and instructions on how to create your own planner at bit.ly/2020 planner template. And so the template is in Word. Oh, I'm just now seeing your comments, guys. Sorry. Hi, Nelson. How are you? Thank you guys for joining live. Thank you for being here. So we just completed the 2020 planner template. And in fact, I just checked KDP. And so they will be sending that proof to me today. So I'll be able to come back in live and kind of show you what that looks like. But the planner template is super duper duper easy to use, and you're able to publish. So for example, I didn't bring the wraparound one, but this one is my spiral one because it's the one I use. So you can get it printed as a spiral planner, or you can do it the wraparound style like this, right? but it can be published and printed. So you can have it for your personal use. You can have it for something that you can sell to other individuals as well. You can start to actually generate an income. So it's a super, super exciting experience. One of the best things about having your own planner is you can personalize it to whatever it is that you want it to be, right? And so as a result of that, you get to utilize your planner even more. And then even more so because you're gonna brand it, right? As you go about using it, people are gonna be like, where did you get that from? You know, what is that? And it would definitely be a conversation starter in terms of like talking about your brand and all those various different things, right? So I just wanted to come in and share that with you guys. And hopefully you would be interested in creating your own planner, even if you don't want to sell it, but you want to create something that's unique to you, and bringing in planning features that you're using on a daily basis that you want to incorporate. Then just taking this template and working with that is going to be great for you. So if you're here, I have probably about another 5 or so minutes before I have to jump on to another call. So if you're here, you have questions about the template, you can definitely go ahead and answer and ask me those questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Hi, Randy. How are you? Welcome, welcome. And if you want a template, bit.ly/2020 planner template. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section. The template is designed in Word specifically so that it's easier for you to use. Many of us may not know how to use Canva or Adobe or any of those other design platforms, but we definitely know how to use Word. And so Word is one of those things that are going that, you know, that's pretty easy for everybody to use. So that's why we designed the template in Word. It is also already pre-formatted. So I just came off a call with somebody who was asking me, you know, can she add pages? Can she do this? Can she do all of these various different things? Because she's worried about whether or not it's going to keep its formatting integrity. You ain't going to destroy this formatting integrity at all. So yes, you can change anything you want to change inside the template. You can change the font. You can change the size of the font. You can change the color of the font. You can change the colors of the lines. You can add pages. You can take out pages. You know, whatever it is that you feel that you need to do to get it to where you need it to be, then you can definitely do that, right? Also, as I said before, it's pre-formatted for KDP. So for example, this one that we did in 2017 and 2018, as I said, is up on Amazon. So pre-formatted for KDP. And then this one, the spiral one, I printed this on the book patch, right? So the book patch is going to definitely be really good for spiral and also for personalization for wraparound print, right? Nelson is saying he wants information on binding. Yes, so there is information in there. In when you download the template, it comes with both an instructional PDF as well as an instructional video. The video is about 25 minutes long, kind of walk you through how to use the interior of it. Inside the instructional PDF, I give you links to platforms that you can use to actually upload and publish your planner. So I'll just quick overview. If you use KDP, you can only use wraparound perfect binding covers. And they do a pretty good job with that. This, for example, is a wraparound KDP print version, all right? And then the book patch is can do wraparound as well, but they're a little bit more expensive than KDP. But if you want to do spiral, they're the most inexpensive platform for spiral covers and for spiral binding. And then of course, if you want to go a little bit more in terms of like coil, the type of metal coil, spiral, or hardcover with spiral, then you have to use a platform like Vervante. Alrighty. Let's see if there are any other questions. And as I said, if we want to sell it, what would you recommend we sell it for? It depends on what exactly is in it. Dated planners tend to go for a little bit more in terms of pricing. The wraparound one I just showed you is I currently sell that for $7.70 on KDP, and that sells pretty well. We sell anywhere between probably 10 and 15 of those on a monthly basis. Let me just see what other planners are sold for. I have seen planners that go for as much as $20, but most of them tend to stay around the $10 to $12 mark. And I'm looking at Amazon as we speak. And so a lot of them are like $10, and I do see some for $17, but mostly under $10. This one has a leather cover and it's for $28. So if you're going to do a wraparound and you're going to promote that on Amazon, then you're competing with other people who are pricing somewhere between $7 and $10, $12 being the most. But if you're selling that to your audience and you have incorporated various different things that your audience is going to need, you can always be selling that for $20 or even more because of what is involved in it. And I've seen really good planners in terms of like planners that incorporate a lot of pre-planning work and a lot of stuff that you have to do outside of just your regular day-to-day planning. And those will normally carry a higher price tag. Spiral planners will carry a higher price tag. You can just walk into Walmart and you notice that. If you do it as a wire coil as opposed to a plastic coil, that's more expensive to you as well, right? If you do it hardcover, that's more expensive to you, so quite naturally you have to price it that way. The key is to know your audience, know where you're going to sell it. If you're going to sell it on Amazon, you're going to have to price it alongside what other Amazon sellers are doing, because then otherwise you're going to price yourself out of the market. But if you are selling it on your website to your audience at events and stuff like that, then you have a better opportunity to sell it at a price that makes sense to you based on what costs you have incurred in the process. All right. Any other questions before I jump onto this call? And one of the cool things as well with our templates that it comes with online support. So if it is you have any questions, if you're having any concerns with creating or completing the project, we'll be more than happy to help you with that or direct you into resources that can further help you as well with getting that done. But it's a weekend. It's a weekend project. If you really commit to it, it's something that you can actually get done in a weekend. Nelson is asking. Nelson, you can go over to bit.ly/chat with Grace 2019, bit.ly/chat with Grace 2019. I'm going to head on to a call now, but I should have some time thereafter, so I'll definitely inbox you. But you could also set up a time at bit.ly/chat with Grace 2019, and we'll be able to talk about that. I did a couple calls this morning centered around that as well. All right. So thank you guys for joining me live. Those who catch me on the replay, #replay. You can always also post your questions as well in the comment section. I'll come back and definitely answer those for you. And if you're catching this on a watch party, #watch party. You can also post your questions there as well, because I'm there live with you on that watch party. Okay. So continue to have a very productive day. And how better to have a productive day unless you plan it, right? So definitely go ahead and get that template at bit.ly/2020 planner template. All right. Continue to have a productive day, and I look forward to connecting with you in the